Graham Elwood for president. Graham Elwood is fantastic. Graham Elwood runs with Jimmy Dore's crew. Graham Elwood was born August 5th, 1969, age 51. He is an American comedian, actor, podcaster, and writer. Born in Stoughton, Wisconsin, Elwood grew up in the Nakoma neighborhood of nearby Madison. After his parents divorced, he later moved to Evanston, Illinois. While in Evanston, Elwood went on to captain his high school football team as well as played lacrosse. He is also the color announcer for the school's basketball games. He later graduated from the University of Arizona with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, majoring in film. At university, he began performing with a sketch comedy theater group called Comedy Corner and did stand-up for the first time, competing in the U.S. college comedy competition that was emceed by Judd Apatow. From there, he began bicycling to Laughs Comedy Cafe on a weekly basis to do open mics. After university, opened to Chicago. He moved to Chicago. Okay. So, I think he said, I'm not for sure, but I believe he said he was going to run for Congress. Graham Elwood is going to run for Congress. The video is titled TYT is Hurting Progressive Movement and Med for All. 5,611 views, December 31st, 2020, last day of the year.
YouTube is unsubscribing us at an alarming rate. I have a PayPal button at GrahamElwood.com. I even have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. There's a lot of ways to support our show. We are getting crushed by YouTube. We've dipped under 73,000 subscribers because of YouTube. Thanks for supporting what we do.
You're welcome. All right, let's back up before that.
Done with you. I'm done. You got a D next to your name? Go fuck yourself. You're just as bad as a Republican. Get out of my face. I'm running for People's Party. I'm going to win. My name's Graham Elwood. That's what I'm going to do.
Sounded pretty clear to me. I don't know. Let's just put it in context, okay?
Then we can really just
time
say,
before, time after.
Are you done buying this crap? You think even the squad, the big heroes of the squad couldn't even do this. So we're done. Rokana, I'm done with you. I'm done. You got a D next to your name? Go fuck yourself. You're just as bad as a Republican. Get out of my face. I'm running for People's Party. I'm going to win. My name's Graham Elwood. That's what I'm going to do. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, so that was the last line, and then it goes to his, I guess, perfunctory end clip. So check it out. TYT is Hurting Progressive Movement. Graham Elwood is going to run for Congress. I would vote for Graham Elwood. And what I've noticed, actually, with the whole progressive squad and the national conversation, even if you run in your local area and you get, maybe some support, maybe you get no support at all, it's not as important as I once thought, because since there's a progressive community all across America, I support Ayanna Pressley, I support Rokana, I support, the 17 progressives that we got. And since I support them, if I had, if I was middle class, I would be throwing money at them, right? And so that means they're getting money from all over the country. They're getting money from all over the country. We don't have any progressives, and so they're like the only, the 17 few people that's in there that gives us, a smidgen of hope. And Graham Elwood would be the best one. Graham Elwood could just go in there and declare him Speaker of the House. I always, maybe I looked up the celebrities too much, but I really don't think of celebrities the way that I used to, because where the fuck are they? They get, they do the jokes and they do the concerts and shit, and they get all this notoriety. We watch them, and, what do we get out of this, Here we are now, entertain us. So, it's just that Eminem, let's just take Eminem, okay? So Eminem is a rapper. Why won't he run for president? Eminem talked all that shit about all them presidents. Why won't he run? He's got all that money. He's got all that notoriety. He's got, influence and power. He can rap himself all the way to the Oval Office. So anybody with a smidge, with a tiny bit of celebrity, I felt like the Green Party, that's all they needed was a celebrity. A Graham Elwood would lead the Green Party to the White House with the tiny bit of celebrity that Graham Elwood has. I mean, he's not huge, but 5,000 views, Jesus Christ. You got 5,000 people that listen to any, Anything you say, uh-oh. What? John Doe just said something. What did John Doe say? No, but when it comes to Graham Elwood, it's like, what did Graham Elwood have to say? So let's read a little bit more. Apparently he began taking classes at Second City, and then apparently after a few years on the road, I feel like Graham probably wrote this himself. When he turned 25, he went to pursue television and film. So, he's made TV appearances on the Benson Interruption and the Sarah Silverman program on Comedy Central. That's awesome. CBS, The Late Late Show, Super High Me with Doug Benson. He co-founded, continues to host the Comedy Film Nerds with Chris Mancini, a weekly podcast. Along with his U.S. tours, Elwood has done 5 USO tours in Afghanistan and Iraq to perform for the troops. He has directed Afghanistan Comedy Downrange, a documentary about his experience overseas entertaining the troops, and Graham Elwood live from Afghanistan. Elwood has also created Comics in Combat to raise money for veterans. He currently hosts his own podcast called Political Vigilante, started June 11th, 2017. Elwood's home was foreclosed upon by Wells Fargo. The fraudulent nature of the foreclosure, the excuses, and lack of legal enforcement against Wells Fargo has been frequent targets of Elwood's criticism. He was initially reluctant to disclose his personal pain, but was encouraged to address the subject by Jimmy Dore. Since mentioning the subject, he has received constant compliments from other victims. Graham Elwood is just a super fucking guy, just a super fucking dude. Let's listen to Julian Assange for 1 minute. This is, I should have skipped over that. Is that going to, I got to.
Just a few months ago, most people had never heard of a website called WikiLeaks or of its mysterious and eccentric founder, Julian Assange. But in that short period of time, both have managed to rattle the worlds of journalism, diplomacy, and national security. WikiLeaks, which solicits and publishes secrets and suppressed material from whistleblowers around the world, has been under cyber attack from governments that want to shut it down. And Assange is currently under legal attack from the U.S. government, which would like to charge him with espionage for publishing volumes of classified material from the Pentagon and the State Department. We spent 2 days with him in Britain, where he is under house arrest while fighting extradition to Sweden for questioning in 2 sexual assault cases, which he's called part of a smear campaign against him. In his most extensive television interview to date, Assange talked to us about his work, his vision, and the prospect of facing criminal charges in the United States.
I mean, you've been called a lot of names. You've been characterized as a hero and as a villain, a martyr, terrorist. I'm not yet a martyr.
Right.
Let's keep it that way.
For now, Julian Assange is holed up on this bucolic 600-acre English estate with an ankle bracelet, a 10 o'clock curfew, and a slow internet connection. He declined to talk to us about the allegations in Sweden on the advice of his attorney. He has not been charged and proclaims his innocence.
Well, I suppose if you have to be under house arrest, there could be worse places.
Well, it's a gilded cage. It's still a cage. But when you're forced to stay somewhere against your will, it does become something that you want to leave.
It's a radical departure from the lifestyle that the peripatetic internet muckraker is used to, bounding from city to city, country to country, and regularly changing his cell phones, hairstyles, and general appearance, he says, to elude surveillance and avoid being killed, kidnapped, or arrested. And there are reasons for his paranoia. In the last 4 years, WikiLeaks has published information that played some role in deciding the 2007 elections in Kenya and fueling the anger that recently brought down the government of Tunisia. It's divulged membership rolls of a neo-Nazi organization in Britain and secret documents from the Church of Scientology. And that was before Assange began publishing U.S. secrets, provoking what he calls threatening statements from people close to power.
Well, what statements are you referring to?
The statements by the Vice President Biden saying, for instance, that I was a high-tech terrorist. Sarah Palin calling
Joe Biden said he was a high-tech terrorist.
Hunted down.
Donald Trump isn't going to pardon him. Neither is Joe Biden. What the fuck did we do? Why did that? Who the hell thought Joe was a good idea?
And renditioned back to the United States
you?
to be executed.
Well, as you know, we have a First Amendment, and people can say whatever they want, including politicians. I don't think that many people in the United States took seriously the idea that you were a terrorist.
I would like to believe that. On the other hand, that incitements to murder are a serious issue, and unfortunately, there is a portion of the population that will believe in them and may carry them out.
If nothing else, WikiLeaks is the latest demonstration that a small group of people with a powerful idea can harness technology and affect large institutions.